There you go. Is that better, Dean?
That's better.
I'm just talking away.
You're talking away. I didn't want to make it obvious. I didn't want to make it obvious.
One of them weeks, man.
What you drinking over there?
I had some juice.
Like what kind of juice? It wasn't no Jesus juice.
Perfect segue. Welcome back to Let's Talk with Gales and Dean. I'm your boy Gales as usual, and to my left is.
Hey man, y'all know who it is. It's your boy, the insane Mr. Dean. How you doing, my black brother, Mr. Gales?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right.
I don't know if you are doing all right.
Oh, sure I am, sir. Yeah, man. What you got going on these days? What's going on?
Hey, man, shoot, nothing much. Football season kicked off last week for the little guy out here.
Nice.
In Missouri. Kind of different because we play on Sundays. There's something that's a little different from Tennessee. So, that's a little different, but it's fun. We won the first game. Happy about that. Football season in general is kicking off, and you already know that's my time of year. I'm hyped up. Can't wait to see the college games. I'm a big-time college football fan, big-time NFL too, but bigger college football fan. So can't wait to see that, man. So right now, this is my time of the season. You won't see number smiles on my face, buddy.
Oh, it's so close. It's so close. And I tell you what, I've not watched anything. My beloved Cowboys, although the reports out there is Hard Knocks this year is pretty boring. But my Cowboys is back on Hard Knocks. We got some things brewing. But I have not seen anything. I don't know what to say, man. I'm slacking.
Well, you know me, I keep up on it. And even though I'm not a Cowboy fan, your boy Dak Prescott, they say it's 100% back to full practice, no limitations. Seen some of the highlights, he looked pretty good. Now, I do like Dak Prescott. Prescott. Coming in third or fourth round pick. He was behind Tony Romo, and then to take over the Cowboy team, he has not let down. And having that gruesome injury last year, a lot of players wouldn't even came back from that yet. So Dak Prescott, just all in all, is a good guy. If you don't know the story, go look up the story of his mother passing away, and then not too long after his brother passing away. So he's dealt with a lot of adversity, and just being on the Cowboys team alone, dealing with adversity. Speaking of adversity,
oh no,
my Tennessee Titans. We're going through it right now, man. I think we got anywhere from 9 to 14 guys out on COVID. It started with the head coach, Vrabel. It then went to Tannehill, which is our starting quarterback, to a couple other coaches on the staff, a couple other players. I'm like, what the hell y'all doing, man? Y'all not following the protocol? Damn. And damn.
Pay the man.
Good God.
Listen, you got to give everybody, I'm not saying give people a pass, but this COVID thing is so hold on. Let me start with this. My wife and I, we watch a comedian, and he talks about how just weird adult life is in general. Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of things you're going about your life, then all of a sudden everything changes and you have to do all this weird stuff, taxes and bills and social norms, right? So as we scientists are still working on COVID, we don't know anything about COVID. So I'm not saying give them a pass, but just everybody take a breath, Everyone's doing the best they can.
Yeah, they doing the best, man. I was joking around with it. We don't know how Vrabel got it. He could have got it walking through the airport. When the team flew out to Tampa Bay last week, they had a joint practice. Could have got it from a restaurant. I ain't gonna just say he was blatantly out without a mask on and got it. I'm pretty sure he was vaccinated and still got it. So you never know.
Well, he is coaching in a city that has decided, coaching in a state that has collectively decided we're not going to even talk about not just COVID vaccines, but any vaccinations. And you know what? Slavery, they were workers, not slaves. Let's get that out of school. There's a lot going on legislatively, but I think, old coach may have dipped down to old Atlanta and got on some lemon pepper wings. Who knows?
It wasn't Atlanta. It had to be in Tampa Bay because that's where we was at last week. So
I'm saying hey, me and the boys, we're in the car. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that far of a drive?
Think they
They've been
stopped through Atlanta. Think they stopped through
no,
Atlanta and went and got some liver pepper wings. And only people who viewing our show, you know what we talk about. We talk about them famous lemon pepper wings in Atlanta. It ain't necessarily in a restaurant.
where in Atlanta, Dean?
Huh? Oh,
Where
it's a
in Atlanta?
restaurant, but it ain't a restaurant just for food. It's a
No, I'm saying,
restaurant.
where
It's a
is it?
restaurant
Kansas
for
City,
them
man.
Georgia
Kansas City.
peaches, baby.
Oh, I don't know how, but I feel like somehow that's a fine. I don't know how. But it's just
Yeah,
hard to find. Like we'll find each other. How about that?
we'll find each other. That's for an adult show. That's for an adult show.
7 p.m. Central tonight. So, yeah, man. And I love how you. So we talking about Titans. We talking Cowboys. You know, I would love people to get in the comments. You know, as my wife says, just why? We just talking about Coach maybe got COVID from some daggone getting some lemon pepper wings.
Yeah,
Man, why you make it seem so bad, wife?
I know it, man. Because she probably knows what them famous lemon pepper wings are. You know.
Bro, I was joking around about that in Tennessee, and the guy who was renting a vehicle for me actually he actually was like, "Hey, they got a website where you can get them shipped to your house, you know, and they give you directions, so they taste just like those world famous wings there in Magic City, right?" And
Yeah,
I
I
was
bet
like,
you they do taste like them
"What?"
world famous wings in Magic City.
But it got me curious. Is like, what else can I get shipped from around the world through this site? You know, we'll have to. Hey, sponsor us. We'll tell people all about it.
Yes, go on and give the sponsor. We just threw that out there.
Right. Who the crap is not? So, okay. So, getting off of, I mean, kind of staying with sports, Dean and I want to try something new. And yeah, go ahead. And so, by the way, if you guys are joining us and you like to call in or, you know, make a comment or whatever, join us for a little bit, go right ahead. I always do this. I should have this ready. Boom. There you go. And click this link. Follow the prompts. You need Google Chrome for it to work the best. But yeah, so in the meantime, you know, we're trying something new as we move to our next topic, Mr. Jason Whitlock.
Oh my God.
Okay, so I haven't seen this video. I've seen plenty of him. He's one of those dudes that, yeah, I've seen him moving on, right? But you know, he's got a lot going on. So we are gonna try to do this live on the air and just all watch this together. Why not? You know?
Let's go.
Why not? Let's get that out the way. And as my man said, let's go.
The Kaepernicks were out in full force yesterday. Kaepernicks are people who can't get out of Twitter's sunken place.
But then every time a black person brings up racism, you shoot it down.
Because again, someone spray painting something on a millionaire's home.
He's not a victim in that situation?
Hell no.
He was
Wow.
It's nothing, Chris. LeBron James made a complete, utter fool of himself last night with his new HBO TV show, The Shop.
I've always thought about Kobe, a narcissistic person who pleasures himself at the expense of everyone else.
Wow.
That's Kobe in a nutshell. His narcissism and
He's
selfishness
an idiot, man.
destroyed a franchise.
Okay. Well.
I gotta take my glasses off of this.
I didn't even look. I'm gonna just let you have that because I'm at a loss.
I tell you what, man. This dude, Jason Whitlock, is a damn complete idiot. You know,
man.
This dude is a black man, first and foremost. He's a black man, but he downs all black athletes like it ain't no tomorrow. As many of you know, I am not a LeBron fan on the court at all, but things that he do off the court, I do like that LeBron do, and I am a fan of. This man went on to call LeBron James a damn bigot. Like it said LeBron wasn't the victim because somebody spray painted the N-word on outside of his home. He said LeBron was at fault for that. How is this man at fault for someone going to spray paint that on his house? The thing that he said about Kobe, you know, Kobe was a narcissist. He tore a whole franchise down because he wanted it all about Kobe. You read and you hear so many good things about Kobe and what Kobe did. Like, how could it be? And then he go on to the Kaepernick. he down Kaepernick for taking a knee. And I'm like, dude, are you really like this? Or are you doing this because your whoever writing your checks are paying you to be like this? In a way, I really don't want to believe this man is really like this, but in a way, I think he is. Like, this dude he's black, but he's racist of his own race. He never has anything good to say about his own race, and that is crazy to me. Like, I don't understand it. Is it more of him being paid to do this, or is it more of him? And to me, I think it's more him. Of course, he's getting paid to do it. It's getting ratings up, and the people who signing his checks, they're loving that he's like this. You know, matter of fact, he lives in Nashville now. A lot of people, I don't even know if you knew that, he moved to Nashville because he's on Outkick now with Clay Travis, and we all know Clay Travis is very, very controversial. And they get along just fine because they have the same dumbass political views on black athletes.
Pay the man. And I'm glad you said that. Is this his public persona, or is it who he is in private as well? Which brings us to today's title. Good job, Dean. Look at you segueing on in like a daggone professional. I'll tell you what. So yeah, public and private. So is this who he is all the time? Is he doing it just for a check? That's interesting, because either way, for me, like, one definitely is worse than the other, right?
Mm-hmm.
If this is who he is, we can say, well, circumstances, and maybe some black dude stole his white girlfriend, and then that was it. He's hated us ever since.
Mm-hmm.
Or he's not like that at all, right? But he's doing this for a check. Like, I feel like that would be worse. Well, yeah, like, even some of those, and some of the things he chooses to kind of, I mean, there are plenty of things that he can use in that argument, right? But the ones he's choosing to attack are the most inflammatory, easily hit out the ballpark sort of things, right? Like LeBron suffering that, for him and his family, right? Because I'm sure his kids, he had to have that conversation with his kids, right? Kobe's dead. So now his family has to hear stuff like that. So it's like, why even? I wonder why he even chose something like that to even talk about.
And that goes back to me. We don't know what goes on in these green rooms before they go on air. Just like me and you, we pre-game and talk about our topics before we go on air. Nobody knows what we talk about but me and you. So we don't know if he's having something set down. We want you to A, B, and C, and you go after Bron, you go after Kobe, you go after Maria Taylor, you go after Colin Kaepernick. And the more you do it, we're going to pay you. We're going to pay you to shame yourself of your own race. But you're doing that, but we're going to make you a millionaire as you doing that. That's basically selling your soul to the devil to me for a buck. That's what he's doing. So if he's doing it for that, shame on you. And if you're doing it because you really like that, shame on you, Jason Whitlock. I think you are the biggest dumbass idiot that I've ever seen on TV. And, I mean, you're going after guys that I'm like not a fan of on courts and stuff, LeBron, but anything that the guy has ever did off the court, you cannot be mad at. Kobe the same way. Colin Kaepernick, Kaepernick took a knee for social justice. How is that wrong? Right. And then you're going on national TV every week. This is not a once in a lifetime thing, people. This dude go on TV every week and does this and sits back like nothing wrong. Like Jason Whitlock, believe it or not, he played football at Ball State. Played with Blaine Bishop. That's something that people didn't really know about. How was he on the team? What his black athletes did? Was he like that then? That's something that I wish I could talk to Blaine Bishop myself. Be like, was he like this back when y'all played, or did he just now get like this? What transpired when he was a young teenager going into his 20s in college? Did something transpire to make him just go against his own race like it, or is he just doing it for the daggum dollar? Either way, he looks like a damn idiot when he does it.
It's a guy. First of all, pay the man. Daggum Dean. We still courting Disney. I keep telling you, man, Daddy Disney's never gonna love us.
Sorry, right? I get a little passionate about shit.
Pay the man. Daggum. Let me tell you, look, I will let them peek behind the curtain before I go into my take. There are times where I'm in the car When people were in the car with me, I'm sure as you, the audience, could attest to this. There are times where you call Sydney or Sydney calls you, and I got to do a whole like announcement. Hey, I'm in the car on speakerphone in the car. Hey, watch it, watch it. And he just bleep this and bleep that. My bad, bleep my bad. It's like it's just in him. It's just really is in him. You've been a joy to watch, Dean.
I'm working on this, man. I go to counseling for this shit. I do. I'm sorry. I've tried. I've tried. I've tried. Look, I've apologized to our deacons and preachers that watch our show and Christian people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm truly sorry. I'm trying to work on this every week. I'm getting a little better. It's the small cuss words compared to used to be the big ones.
Yeah,
I'm getting a little better. I'm getting a little better, but nothing can change overnight. This is a work in progress, a big work in progress.
There you go. There you
but
go.
I'm getting there.
So as we get back to Mr. Whitlock, and I love how you want to do a deep dive, like what causes a person to get to this level, right? Like a Candace Owens. Like she had one incident, like, or these are her own words, where she talks about how someone, Brian, by the way, says, "No, you're not." Oh no. So yeah. So one of these things of what's the origins of it, right? Was he always like this for one? And then why is he like this? And I feel like if you look at his career, he started off, he played college ball. He didn't quite make the next level. And he constantly talks about, oh, I could have made the next level. I would have been good. Right. So there's a lot of anger and bitterness just in that, him falling short of that goal. Now, I don't know about you. Like, I have felt that before.
Well, I mean, you're right, because I felt it too. Of course, people who know me and you, we played ball. We had aspirations of playing college football. Well, not college, but NFL football, and probably both could have made it if we had kept our heads on the right track, but we didn't. Right. And I was angry for years at it, buddy. Let me tell you, damn near to close to my 30s. I was mad about it, but not enough to take it out on my race. Nobody. It wasn't just a one person to stop my dreams from happening. Right. A lot of it had to do with me. I was my own door stopper. Me, Sidney Williams. And it took me a long time to figure that out, but I just ain't never blamed one person. A lot of the blame is on me. Yet still now, but from that experience, from me not making it, through me coaching kids, my kids, nieces, nephews, I could tell them what not to do to get to where you're trying to go. Everything happens for a reason. I really believe everything happens for a reason. God put you on earth for something to happen. And just because I didn't make it don't mean that somebody I coach or my nephew or my sons, one of them won't make it. So long as I'm full body able to help mentor and teach them how to get there, I feel like I accomplished something if one of those make it. Even if it ain't not even my nephew or my sons. Right. If it's one of the players that I coach, just players, kids that I've coached, and I see them one day walk across their stage shaking Roger Goodell's hand, even though I don't like him, I felt that's an accomplished something I did. I'd be proud of that because I had a hand in helping them get there. So we all done went through tribulations and trials and things that we wanted to do in life and we didn't get there. But am I going to take that out on my own race just because I'm mad because I didn't do it? No, I will not. I ain't selling my soul for $1. I'd be broke for the rest of my damn life. I'm sorry, brother.
Peter, man. No, so that makes sense, though. That makes sense. As the wife says, preach. And Mr. Tanner says, that's a fact. So, yeah, man, these things that happen to us personally, right, can spawn in one of two ways, right? I know I'm oversimplifying it, but something happens to you, you can either say, okay, this is some pain that I don't want to cause the next person, or you can say, everybody I meet, I want to feel as badly or as hurt as I do. And it seems like that's the route he's chosen to take. I mentioned Candace Owens before. She had a situation where some white, she's in school, high school at the time, and some of her classmates, I guess I should say, she lives in a affluent neighborhood, rich neighborhood. and some of her classmates like were terrorizing her, being one of the few black people in the neighborhood and at that school.
Mm-hmm.
And what ends up happening is, she calls it in, and these boys get apprehended and get charged with a race crime and ruin their lives. So this is the thing that she's decided that from now on, I'm gonna fight for the white dudes who terrorized me, because she doesn't feel like their punishment fit the crime, right? And she feels like now liberal media, right, are one of these things that needs to be destroyed, because they're ruining everything.
Yeah.
And that just blows my mind. Like, she was being victimized and spends now the rest of her public life, because we don't know what she does in private, but publicly, she's gonna spend the rest of her life tearing down black people, right? It's really interesting to watch. So Jason Whitlock, as Brian writes, what y'all talking about? Yeah, so we're talking about Jason Whitlock. The overall show is private or public, right? What's happening? Is this guy like this in private? Is it just who he is, or is he doing this just to get paid? Which we both agree is probably worse, right? So I feel like him not making that next level of football and just being so bitter, because he constantly, if you watch him enough, which I don't suggest anybody do, talking to the audience, right? But if you do watch him enough, because Dean forced me to research him a little bit, which it was rough. If you watch him enough, it comes up a lot. Oh, if that was me, right? And he had dreams of playing for the Dallas Cowboys. And I'll tell you what I would have done. And here's what I would have done. Like, constantly, he's still in that space. And so he feels like these black athletes, shut the frap up, because if I were there, I would treat it with respect and privilege, and I'd be good. So he's still angry. So he hears any of those guys, LeBron, anybody who's made next level, right? Anything that they do well, he wants to tear it down, because he feels like possibly maybe they took my spot, they're taking my shine. It's a weird thing. Very weird dynamic.
But the thing is, you say that if he had made it, how he know let me phrase this the right way. How do he know how he would act if he had made it? A lot of people get a lot of money in their hands and they go nuts. They don't know how, but now he's got a platform that, I can sit on TV and say how I would have did this, how I would have did that. Jason Whitlock, you don't know what you would have did if you had $300 million in your bank account. You don't know what you would have went out and what different girls you would have been with, and might have got caught and leaked and they posted it on TV. How would you feel, Mr. Whitlock, if all this stuff happened to you and somebody was getting on TV? And a lot of this stuff that's happening to these players, it's nothing they're doing. It's stuff that other people doing now. How would you feel if your family was attacked and had racist graffiti sprayed on your house? Or if somebody calling you a narcissist and you tearing down a whole organization, and really Kobe wasn't really like that. Kobe was really a good dude. How would you feel if all that was on you? I would love, and I know we're on a very small platform. I would love to have a sit down right across from Jason Whitlock and ask him all these questions. Because I tell you, buddy, I go with him all day. It'd be a 4 or 5 hour show. We would debate back and forth, because a lot of stuff that he do, not ain't a lot of stuff. Every damn thing he says on his shows, I don't agree with. I just think he's a complete damn idiot. And I hope this get leaked out some kind of way. He can catch this and get me on there so we can debate, Mr. Whitlock. I would love to debate with you, buddy.
Look, I thought you were about to say catch these hands. That's hilarious. So Brian Tanner writes,
he got bodyguards.
No, that's true. He better. Right, if he in that business. Brian Tanner says, if a fly didn't have wings, it would be called a walk. Like,
right.
Boy, man. That's a country thing. So for my New Mexico people who may be watching, and in other pockets of America and beyond, that's an old school saying right there. And if you have any comments, click right there and join us right here.
That's
We're
very
talking
country.
Jason Whitlock and others. Because like I said, I mentioned Candace Owens, right? Man, I can't understand what goes through the mind of someone who have been so hurt that they're willing to just blow everything up. Right? Like that movie, Dark Knight, when it came out back in the day, where Alfred is telling Bruce Wayne the story about the dude who was stealing these like baseball-sized gems, right? And then throwing them away. And the guys were asking, well, why is he just throwing these gems away? It's like some people just want to watch the world burn.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's one of those people.
Yep.
But my curiosity lies in how does someone get there, right?
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Because we sure could be out there on the killing spree or whatever for what we've been through.
We could, but you know what? I turned the negative into a positive. I turned it into a positive. I mean, I still coach to this day, but I've coached with you, and I've seen what type of coach you were, and how the kids gravitated towards you. So, in a way, to me, we're giving back, and we're giving knowledge on things what not to do to make it, and it's not meant for everybody to make it. It's only a small percentage to make NFL, MLB, NBA. So if you do get that opportunity, take it and run with it, but carry yourself very, very professionally. If you don't get that opportunity, help somebody else get to that next opportunity. Right. Don't be bitter at the world because of it, because none of us know what the man upstairs wrote in the book for us to do in our life. We don't know. You don't know. I don't know what his path was for me. I thought it was football. It obviously wasn't that. It might be coaching because I love to do that. It might be this podcasting. I don't know. But whatever it is, I'm going to take it and run with it. I'm not going to be bitter and take it out on my race. I'm not my race. I'm not going to take it out on any race or any one person because it wasn't their fault. Right. It was mine. A lot of it was mine. It was some I had help with other people, but 80% of it was mine. So I'm not going to take it out.
80%.
Yeah, I'm giving 80% to be 20 to everybody else.
20 to everybody else. That's 20% out there. Shame on you. As Brian writes in with, she's Elaine. I'm talking about Casey Owens. Casey Owens is like Stacey Dash with a bigger platform. Yep. Hey, Brian, which one's cuter in your opinion? Which one's cuter, Brian?
Definitely Stacey.
I don't want it to be too, we're going to add some little. He said definitely Stacey. Don't be leading the witness that gum. I asked Brian, not you. That comes.
My opinion. It was Stacey Dash.
You know what? There you go. Boom. Now. Yield too much power. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have an answer. Stacey Dash. Duh.
I told you.
Yeah, man. Look, it's something about I feel like Candace Owens, just from looks alone, it's like Stacey Dash and Gabrielle Union had a baby. Like when she's sitting in front of the Senate or the House, whatever, judiciary, whatever, panel, whatever, and they're going back and forth, and she's like, giving it to him, boy. Yeah, that's nice. I like a little fire, a little fights. Mm-hmm. Now, what she says don't make any sense to me, but hey, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, man.
I'll tell you what we do before we both get a shoe or something thrown at us. I'm already waiting for a door to open around here.
You better go to it right now.
Y'all see me ducking. You know what it is, man. It's going over the tropics.
Un pasito más, vamos a bailar. Un pasito más, bueno para gozar. Un pasito más, vamos a bailar. Un pasito más, bueno para gozar.
Yeah. The wife is in the chat. Oh Lord, she ain't got me, Dean.
Ash, I had nothing to do with this.
So look, let's go ahead and roll into our tropics, which is the last.
Hey, I ain't seen you move that quick since you had to protect the quarterback.
Exhibit that go. Hey, I told you, look, Exhibit A, man, she got that old school. I married a black Southerner,
Hey, I ain't seen you move that quick since you had to protect the quarterback, man.
I lose my glasses, you know what I'm saying?
All right, man, let's get into it, man.
Yeah, so tropics, man. What do you got for this week on tropics?
Oh, man, my trending topic this week, man, is Jake Paul versus Tyrone Woodley tomorrow night in a celebrity boxing match. I'm putting my money on Tyrone Woodley just because Tyrone Woodley got the background. But one thing, I don't really like Jake Paul. Matter of fact, I don't like Jake Paul. I like the brother. The brother more laid back. He talk his talk, but he don't take personal shots like Jake Paul. But one thing about Jake Paul, he know how to sell his fight. This dude, the way he talked to Tyron Woodley, the way he talking to the media, you want to tune in. And I'm gonna order it just to tune in because he know how to sell a fight. It's the reason why him and his brother got a lot of streamers and followings on YouTube and things.
Yeah.
Because he could talk a good game. Now, whether he could back that talk up with them hands tomorrow night, that's yet to be seen. But I'm pulling for Tyron Woodley. But I will give it to Jake Paul. He can sell the fight because he done sold it on me. I'm gonna go ahead and order this fight tomorrow night.
Oh man. So I'm looking at all kinds of little stuff. They're saying that, I guess he's paying Tyron Woodley to lose or something, all kinds of stuff. I don't know. I haven't seen any Jake Paul stuff. Right? Is it like at the weigh-ins that he's talking stuff?
Well, they had a press conference the other day. He was talking stuff. Then they had some on Showtime the other day when they had about like a 40-minute sit down face to face with a mediator talking. And just when Jake Paul out, anybody asks him anything, he's selling the fight. And like nothing against like Mr. Tanner said, man, the hustle for the Paul brothers, man, you cannot be mad at it. Like these dudes were just ordinary guys and millionaires now. Jake Paul is selling this fight. He's really making you want to look at it. But just from the experience side of it, I got to take Tyron Woodley. But I watched Jake Paul doing some sparring and things. He got some good hands on him and things, but you're going in the ring with a professional fighter that's been doing this for years. And then you're taking personal shots. And I don't think you're going to do that with Tyron Woodley. Tyron Woodley is from out here where I live at now. He's from St. Louis, Missouri. So, if you know anything about St. Louis, they're about their life. So I'm pulling for Woodley.
Right, man. I'm trying to find a clip of him talking about the mom. Like
it wasn't so much Jake Paul. It was somebody in his camp said something to Tyron Woodley's mother at the press conference the other day. It wasn't Jake Paul himself. It was somebody in his camp.
To the mom.
Yeah, to the mom. Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay. See, let me get refocused. I'm over here. You got me on YouTube. I'm actually interested. But isn't that the point, right, of all this? Like we talked about, Mayweather going from pretty boy Floyd, who's knocking people out, to, man, I'm gonna just make sure I don't lose ever again with this new defensive tactic, right? And I'm gonna change it to money Floyd. Or Money Mayweather. Lord, I can't even get that out. So yeah, I respect the hustle, all that. But for me, is anybody who's willing to say something and do something at all. Like it's amazing in this day and age, right? This dude had an idea and he is making it happen. So yeah, kudos to him and the hustle.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. The last Paul brother that fought Mayweather, that fight was going to sell anyway, but what made it sell even more is when Jake Paul took Mayweather hat and took off running. Got your hat and took off running. That made it more intriguing to watch that fight. So the little brother, Jake Paul, can sell a fight. He'll make you be like, all right, I want to look at this. So I can never be mad at nobody for finding a way to make money. They were two ordinary guys. Now they're millionaires. They own things. And hey, man, I take my hats off to them, but Willie going to win this fight, though. I'm pulling for Tyron.
I think I'm more shocked that you're gonna buy the fight, man. You got no hookup anywhere.
Yeah, I got hookups out here, but I don't want to go to jail.
That's right. Hello, boy, D. That was a test. Good job. So Brian Wright saying all this is truly bad for boxing, though.
It is.
Boxing is so weird, though, man. Like you can go far as back. I mean, just how corrupt judges and all these different organizations popping up, so now everybody's kind of a champion. Like no one's really worried about unifying. They protecting their brand, making their money. Like it feels like anything else, right?
It does. Yeah. And we go more into boxing probably on next week's show or the show after, because I got a lot to say about today's boxers, man, and how back in the day the best fought the best. They didn't duck each other. The best fought the best, but that topic could be a whole show, and I'll say that. So, Mr. Tanner, what you said is right. It is bad for boxing, but we'll get into that on another show.
What's up, man? The unhacked Gary Robinson Jr.
Gary Robinson Jr.,
Oh,
man.
I thought I was gonna have to come to Florida looking for you, man. After a while.
Yeah, that's our boy right there, man.
know,
Gary,
man,
you bald headed now too. Don't feel bad, bro. Jeremy, hey, Gales ain't got long.
Whoa,
He ain't got long.
No one said anything about being bald. We just always talk about you attacking people with hair.
I know. I'm jealous of y'all.
Reason.
Y'all fool. We all the same age, and y'all still got hair, and I lost mine. I'm very jealous.
Admitting it is the first step, man. Thanks for joining the show, Gary. As we move on to our, we're gonna do a top 5. Good old top 5. He said hello. He sure ain't. Man, listen, I don't know if y'all can tell, but I got some new growth coming in. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the hairline's making a comeback.
You got that Jason Whitlock toupee on. That's all that is.
Bald one week and got a fade the other.
Got a fade the next week.
Well, look, if I go that far, the first thing I would do is get a fake beard, man, because this is not working. 35 years. This is it.
I ain't got no problem with that.
See, and then your boy says negative. Well, I love the love, man. We old guys should be cheering for each other, man. Yeah, no, I've got no hope out here. Let's mosey on into top 5, man. One of these days, we're gonna get you a real graphic. I see it in my head. It's like Dean's Dome. You're sitting there, and the head pops up. Boom, your topic comes out. Top 5, right?
Top 5.
I want to start doing this each week, but this week we'll do top 5 Nintendo video games of all time for you, Mr. Dean.
All right, top 5 Nintendo video games for me, not in Pacific order for me. Mario Brothers. Mario Brothers got to be number 1 for Nintendo anyway, but all the Mario Brothers. Zelda, Double Dragon, Mike Tyson Punch Out. You remember that, right? Mike Tyson Punch Out?
Absolutely.
And Street Fighter. People don't realize Street Fighter started on Nintendo. That's my top 5.
Look at that, man. So first of all, we got to work on some drama, right? You got to easy. Number 5, boom, hit them. Number 4, boom, hit them. We'll work on production stuff.
Yeah, my bad.
Matter of fact,
I did that off the page.
Let's do it again.
All right. Number 5. Number 5, I will put Street Fighter. All right. A lot of people don't realize Street Fighter was on Nintendo first before it went to anything else. Number 4, Double Dragon.
It's still too fast. Hang on.
Oh, man.
Just milk it, man. Milk it.
Okay. Number 5. Number 5, okay. Street Fighter. Damn, I forgot. A lot of people don't realize the Street Fighter started out on Nintendo. It wasn't just a PlayStation and all them games. It started on Nintendo. All right. Number 4 for me will be Double Dragon. Double Dragon was a good game, and you have to really be young and with a Nintendo player to play Double Dragon. It was a lot of levels to it, and it will piss you off. All right. Number 3 was Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Absolutely.
All right. Mike Tyson Punch Out. You had a little bitty Mike Tyson. He was always fighting these big giant people, and he reach up and he hitting them.
He was short, but he was not little.
He wasn't little, but on the screen, Nintendo, the technology wasn't there yet. Hey, Pastor Gibbons. Hey, thank you for putting that in there. I forgot about NBA Jam. I couldn't remember, did it start out on Sega or Nintendo? But I can't even answer that. I can't even throw that in there because you answered for it. But yeah. But anyway, back to Mike Tyson Punch Out. They had Mike Tyson, the graphic and stuff wasn't good back then.
Mm-hmm.
But, they had Tyson little and everybody fought with big, but he would knock him out anyway. 45 seconds, Tyson knocked you out. Number 2, I have to say, Brian, that's a good one. Techno Bowl. I forgot all about Techno Bowl. If you got the Raiders and you had Techno Bowl with Bo Jackson, you wasn't losing. He touched the ball, he was gone. It was like a cheat code. It was like, now you can go in video games and edit your player. You can make them a 99 overall. That was Bo Jackson on Tecmo Bowl. Nobody was gonna get it.
Everybody was doing the same move, run all the way back.
Yeah,
the left to right, and then
and just take off. Yeah. And number 1 for me has to be Mario Brothers. Any Mario Brothers on Nintendo, was the best.
Franchise.
The whole franchise, Mario Brothers, was the best on Nintendo for me. And still today, I get on what's these new Nintendo calls? My kids got them, but I don't really know them.
Switch.
The Switch. I get on Mario now, man, and be on that damn thing all day. If I really got a day, I ain't got nothing to do, I would stay on Mario forever because there's so many levels to beat and everything. You might stay on one level. You might stay on one level 3 hours trying to beat it because it gets harder and harder. So Mario is off the top, number one.
Mr. Richard nailed it.
Well, what's up, Mr. Richards, baby? What up, homie?
Again, I see it like a cartoon face of you, right? The top part of your head pops open, boom.
We got to work on
top
that.
5. Yeah,
got to work on that. I already got the bald head, so it ain't much to make nothing pop out of it.
There you go. That sounds like someone who doesn't do production.
We'll work on
it. Little graphics and a little fun, little production that we always enjoy, right?
Yeah.
Hope this works. Here we go. Challenge of the week. Oh yes. The T is silent. All right.
Very
cows. The T is silent. Wife, I swear I'm gonna get that right. I'm so sorry. So, yeah. Challenge of the week. The T is silent. We call them cows. Dean, what do you got for us this week?
My challenge of the week, y'all know I always do the physical thing, the workout thing. My challenge of the week is the 50 pull-up, push-up challenge again. Last time it was 25. I'm adding 25 on. 50 pull-ups, 50 push-ups in a week. You got 5 days to do it. All you gotta do, like this, that's not a day. That's for the whole week, Monday through Friday. You got to get your 50 pull-ups in, 50 push-ups in, and make sure you do it. If you can, videotape it and send it in to us so we can see this, so nobody's cheating. All right, I'm gonna videotape me doing them this week. I'll get them to Mr. Gales. He'll put them on the show, so y'all know I ain't cheating because there ain't no way I can throw out a challenge and I'll be cheating because y'all be like.
Right.
We ain't got to do it right if Dean don't do it right. So I'll be videotaping mine. So I want to see y'all videotape y'all's. And that's just for the week. That's not all in one day. Just for the total week, 50 pull-ups, 50 push-ups. And Mr. Gales, you can do it while you sit over there shaking your head.
As my wife says, sure. Like, man, let me tell you something about these pull-ups. I have never been able to do pull-ups. I don't know how I got out of this when I was at Vandy, but I have never been able to do pull-ups. Not for real. I'm gonna get on them negatives, right? So for those of you out there who don't work out, pull-ups, kind of jump up there and just hold on for dear life as you slowly come down. You can do 50 of those throughout the week.
There you go.
10 a day. We can do 10 a day for 5
10
days.
10 a day. Video. I want to see some videos, guys. I want, especially you, Mr. Gales.
So
I want to
My
see
belly is so big right now.
Video it. Asher, video this guy doing these pull-ups, and I promise I will not laugh. Maybe.
Look, all you gonna get is me laid back eating some potato chips, man. That's the problem.
No. If I got to make an emergency flight out there for one day to get you to do it,
I would love to see that. Risking my health, as my wife says, is done. She's gonna record me just laying around the house. I know it. I feel it in my bones. Now I really have to do this. Oh my goodness!
You got to do it, man.
Oh,
you got to do it, man.
My wife and one of my best friends in the whole wide world are teaming up against me, and I can't fight that. You can't fight that. So as Mr. Dean said earlier, he does more of the physical. I do more of a mental-esque sort of thing. This week, in keeping up with the spirit, right? Of Jason Whitlock and your Candace Owenses out there. Search yourself. Whenever you say, either you feel like saying or you're actually saying something bad to somebody, stop and think about what about my life makes me want to say that to that person. I feel like I'm overcomplicating it, right? Mm-hmm. Like, here's an example for me. I'm in traffic. Someone cuts me off, and before I say anything, I need to figure out what about me is making me want to do that. Like, I try to do this often where, especially out here in New Mexico, I get cut off. And I'm trying to think, man, if I'd have left early, I could really be taking my time and not risking myself and running into idiots like that, right? Mm-hmm. So maybe I need to leave the house early. Really try to internalize some stuff, not too much, because then you're getting some mental health stuff, right? But yeah, try to see what you can do for you. All right. And that was Cal's. There you go. 50 pushes and pulls. Man, you trying to kill me, Dean. That's all it is.
All right, you can do it. You can do it.
Look, let's do it again.
You can do it. Oh, Lord, you can do it. Do it.
Oh my goodness, this dude never gets old. So all right, man. As per usual, as Brian Tanner says, bleep now. You cut me off. We got half words, son. My car paid for. Hey man, I love this New York twang. Like he's country and New York. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I love
He
it.
is. Funny guy, man. Funny guy.
Hey man, listen, me and Sadiq were commiserating, right, about traffic and how people all up in your way and stuff. So we were kind of floating this idea that here's what happens, right? All cars are fitted with a thing that has sensors that knows when you cut somebody off. And what happens is your car takes over for you and pulls you over to the side. And your car won't stop until you apologize, like through an email or something, to the person you cut off. How crazy is that?
I know.
You see what we men talk about in our private lives? It's nuts.
Yeah, man.
I think it'll work though. But anywho, as per usual, thanks for watching. Dean, last word.
Last words, man. Y'all know what it is, man. I'm keeping up with this mental health thing, man. Right? It seemed like nowadays we telling people, or we're saying more RIP than hello, how you doing? So I'm gonna sound like a broken record every week, but keep up and call your people, love your people, friends, family, acquaintance, people that you have not been in contact with for years. Get on the phone, Facebook, text message, say hello, how you doing? Love you, miss you, anything. Because we're losing people we're losing more and more people nowadays that we know than we ever have before. So you don't want that on you. If somebody leaves that you were close to, be like, I didn't even get to talk to them before they left. So it don't take much to pick up a phone and send a text. Hello, hi, how you doing? How was your week? How was your day? I miss you. I love you. You know, like I said, if we could pick up the phone and post on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, any of those, then you could pick up the phone and check on your people. And we got to continue doing that every week. You know, it ain't got to be a hour-long conversation, but if you got somebody that you can talk to for an hour long, go ahead and do it. That's great. I sit up there and I bug Mr. Gales every week. I'll call on a Monday and just randomly talk. I got a couple of friends that I do that too. I'll call them and I randomly talk. I think of something crazy and I call my cousin Tane and tell him a crazy joke or something that came on my mind, and we'll sit there and laugh about it because them are people that I'm close to, and you never know when it's time to say goodbye, because we're saying that a lot these days. So love your people, check on your people, send a text. You see somebody out, give a hug, give a five. That's not going to hurt nothing to do that. It don't cause anything to do that. And I know we all can do that. So that's what I want everybody to do, including myself. And I will continue to do that week in and week out. Until then, peace and love. Thank y'all for watching. We out.